Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you have not seen me before, my name is Amber and this is my 30 to 35 week pregnancy update video. So I've been wanting to do these videos since I found out I was pregnant. I wanted to start them at like 12 weeks but I just never got around to it. I'm now 34 weeks and 4 days and this is the first one I'm filming. Hence why I am doing like a 5-week block instead of just an individual week, because I feel like I kind of should update on my whole pregnancy. Just thought it made more sense to kind of do a bigger block. So I don't want to ramble too much because I know that these videos can be quite rambly. I have done a little list for myself so I know what I'm saying and don't go off on a little tangent. I am going to start with symptoms. My first symptom is I've been getting headaches, which actually has only started in probably the past 2 weeks. I haven't had my eyes tested in about 2 years and I think I am due an eye test, so this could be something to do with my vision more than the pregnancy, but I know that headaches are a pregnancy symptom, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of a bit of both. Since the start of my 3rd trimester I've also been quite sleepy. I was so tired in my 1st trimester and could literally sleep for about 24 hours, wake up and still be tired. Then in my 2nd trimester it kind of flipped on itself and I couldn't sleep at all and I was tired all the time but I just couldn't sleep. I'd be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, wide-eyed and like thinking about what I could be doing to make myself more tired. The tossing and turning in bed as well, not being able to get comfy and just struggling to sleep in general. I'm quite glad that I'm cruising back into the being able to sleep anywhere and at any time again. I can't complain, I do like sleeping, so it's not really the worst symptom to have. I definitely have too much sleep over not being able to sleep. Something that I experienced probably from like 30 to 32 weeks and now it's kind of gone away, touch wood, because it's not a very nice thing, is jumpy legs, which is just when your legs, like when you're lying still, it feels like your legs like need to move and they like twitch. I know that a lot of people in pregnancy get cramps with this, but I haven't experienced that, and the only thing that I did kind of experience was like between my 1st and 2nd trimester was getting really tight calves and like standing up out of my bed and it being like I couldn't stretch out my leg properly because it was so tight. I think salt and stuff's meant to help that, so I mean if you're experiencing that, try eating like packets of salty crisps or something with like a high salt content. I think that should help, or drink lots of water. As a whole I think that symptoms kind of came and gone and hopefully will not come back. It's not a very nice one and it is like you're just like sitting jittering. People say to get up and walk about but that didn't really help me. I tend to just get up, walk about, lie back down and it would still be the same, so you just kind of have to sit it through. Backache is something also I've been experiencing, which is obviously a given. You're pregnant, you're carrying an additional weight on your front and your back will get sore. Weirdly, my back was actually more sore. My back was actually sorer in my 1st trimester than it has been throughout my whole pregnancy. Probably like from my 1st into like halfway through my 2nd, my back was like an absolute bits. So my back still hurts now, but it's not like excruciating pain, it's just like a dull ache. On a scale of 1 to 10 it's probably like a 4 or a 5. I'm not complaining too much about it. This is something that I'm not sure whether it's to do with pregnancy or not to do with pregnancy. I've googled it and there's a few people that are like, oh I've been experiencing that, but then I asked my midwife and she was like, that's not a pregnancy symptom. I've had a twitchy eye. This eye just like sometimes sits and twitches and it'll go for about 5 minutes and then it'll stop. It's really frustrating and I'm like trying to like make it stop or holding it to try and make it stop. Like I said, I don't know if that's anything to do with pregnancy or I've just started getting a twitch, but it is really annoying and I hope it does go away. I'm sitting and I'm like, and it drives me insane, so hopefully that one will disappear. I know that a lot of people get Braxton Hicks contractions, which I can't say that I'm like, oh I've definitely had that, because I don't know. I feel like everything in pregnancy is very vague and they're like, oh it feels like this or it feels like a contraction, but like I don't know what a contraction feels like to be able to be like, oh yeah, it's Braxton Hicks. I'm not 100% confident that I could say I've had Braxton Hicks, but I'm also not 100% confident that I'd be like, no, I've not had that at all. Like I said, everything's quite like open. People don't really tell you exactly what things feel like because everybody's different. I have had like tightenings and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I've no idea. So moving on to products that I have been loving. At about 12 weeks I started looking for kind of things to prevent stretch marks. I wasn't getting stretch marks and I wasn't even like stretching at that point, but I just thought I'd be prepared and kind of get my foot in the door. I don't really care in terms of if it happened, but I would want to prevent them if I could. Anytime you mention stretch marks, the one product that everybody says is bio oil, and me and bio oil in the past have not got on. I've wasted a fair amount of money on bio oil and never got results. People also say to use bio oil after you've actually got stretch marks and it reduces them. I think that's a load of crap. I don't think that's true at all. So I feel like it's probably just a matter of opinion with that one. I think bio oil does work for some people, but for me, it just sits on my skin. It doesn't soak in, it just sits there and makes me feel disgusting. I was definitely like, I'm not having bio oil. It doesn't work and I'm just gonna end up greasy. So I did take to Google and looked up a few things, and everything for stretch marks is so expensive. I know there's a lot of people that have already got stretch marks and would do anything to get rid of them. So companies obviously will take advantage of that and put stupid price tags on things that don't work. So I kind of tried to avoid the expensive stuff. And after I'd kind of gave up on looking, I went into B&M, which is like a cheap little homeware shop. I think they're all over the UK. I know there's definitely a lot in Scotland, but I don't know if they're in England. They have like a little baby section for like all your essential stuff that you would need, like if you were like, oh my god, I need to get stuff now. So I went in there and they had this brand. So they had this brand in there, which is the Just for Mums Nourishing Stretch Mark Cream. I actually didn't even know that stretch mark creams were a thing. I thought it was all kind of oily stuff. So when I seen this, I was like, I'm definitely going to try this. I got 2 of these and this is my second one that I'm on now. I'm pretty sure they were like £1, so to spend £2 in it for it to work compared to spending £9 on bio oil and it not to work and make you feel disgusting, I'd say that this is definitely a winner. I've been lathering this on my bump from about 16 weeks and as of yet I've not got any stretch marks on my bump. I am going to warn you though, if you are not wanting stretch marks and you are pregnant, lather this everywhere, because people don't tell you that it's not just your bump that stretches. You get stretch marks on your boobs, you get stretch marks on your bum, your legs. I think some people actually get on their arms as well. But be prepared to lather this all over your body, because I didn't. I was naive and thought that you would just get stretch marks on your bump. My boobs were small anyway, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get my boobs aren't gonna stretch that much. I've got stretch marks on my boobs now because I didn't put this on, and it's something that I'm like, I mean, what happens, it's happened now. I would definitely say that if you want to prevent all stretch marks, to put this everywhere. I wasn't told, so I didn't know. I also have stretch marks on my bum because I didn't know that would happen. I was just putting this on my bump thinking, oh, this is great. But obviously this stuff does work, because since seeing the stretch marks on my boobs and my bum, I have been lathering this on them too, and I've not got any more than I already had, so it has stopped them. And obviously my belly's the main part of me that's stretched, and I don't have any stretch marks on my belly, so I'd say that this product does actually work. Like I said, the Nourishing Stretch Mark Cream, it has cocoa butter, shea butter, rosehip oil and argan oil to help boost elasticity and promote supple skin. Also from the same brand, the Just for Mums brand, you get the moisturising nipple cream. I have obviously not used this on my nipples as of yet because I have not given birth and I am not breastfeeding yet. This hasn't been used on my nips, but there was a night that I was taking off my makeup and I couldn't find my moisturiser, and I thought, oh, this is a moisturiser, it'll do the same thing. I put this on my face and oh my god, this is the best face moisturiser I think I've ever used, and I've been through a fair amount. I'm not the proudest to say that I'm using nipple cream on my face, but I'm also not ashamed because it works, and I feel like my skin has become a lot softer. I did recently just have a really bad breakout on my face, which could obviously be to do with hormones, but I put this on and it has started like fading all the like marks from the spots that I had. I mean, if you're looking for a good moisturiser, I'd also say this is quite good. I'll let you know how it goes on the nips when that time comes, but for just now it's really good on my face, so I'm gonna go stock up on this and just use it as face moisturiser. So another thing that I have been loving my whole pregnancy is an app. If you're wanting to track your pregnancy on your phone, I'd highly recommend getting this app. It is got everything that I think a pregnancy app could have. I found that I've not used any other apps. I know that there's a few people that have like lots of different apps on their phone, and I found that this app has everything that I would want. So it looks like this. It's called the Bump app, and as you can see, it's got like your little vegetable comparison. So I am currently a butternut squash. Oh, wrong way. It's also got lots of like blogs and stuff that you could read, like what's happening during baby's first checkup, do I need a birth plan, how do nipple shields work, how to prevent tearing during delivery, unpredictable fetal movement. It's pretty much got a blog post. I don't know if you'd even call it a blog post. Yeah, I'd say a blog post. A blog post for pretty much anything, like any situation that you're in. Also a real answers section, which is very similar to like Yahoo Answers, when you like ask a question and then other people comment and answer. So you type in your question at the top and then it gives you related questions and their answers. Or you could also put your question in at the top and then just wait for people to answer you that have the app. There's also different topics that people are talking about. So say that you don't have a question but you are curious about C-sections or baby gear, you could click on them and go see what's happening. Also have your little photos thing, which you could track your photos your whole pregnancy. I've missed a few weeks, but I have done from 12 to 34, so not doing too bad. I apologise if my camera position or lighting has changed and my camera decided to die on me. I no joke, I've tried to film this video about 20 times over the past 2 weeks, and let's just say it's not been in my favour to do this. So I just had to take a half an hour break to recharge my battery. This next thing is something that my best friend actually got me for my baby shower 2 weeks ago, and I just thought it was such a nice little thing that's so sentimental. I would say that everybody that's pregnant should probably get one, just to keep as a like memory kind of thing. So this is a little book. It says a special journal for my little person, and you get lots of different kinds of these. I was actually looking at these before my friend went and got me one, but I wasn't overly keen on the fact that a lot of them are very pink or very blue, and I actually love the fact that this one is very unisex and doesn't have like in your face I'm a girl or I'm a boy on it. It's just yellow and has little Tweety birds consistently the whole way through the book. And it says, "Hello little one, this is a book about you, our precious little baby, our ever dream come true." Which, that's cute, that melts your heart. And then it's got information about mummy, information about daddy, finding out about you, so obviously finding out that you're pregnant, like how you reacted, why we thought we were pregnant, how we felt when we found out, estimated due date, who we told first, what we thought you were, cravings, first time mummy felt you kick, first time daddy felt you kick, maybe names, so all your like list of baby names you could put on there, bump nicknames. Then this is kind of where it starts from where giving birth. So my mum actually got me one of these, and she probably only got me it about a month or two ago, and the majority of that book is like your pregnancy, so you start at like 10 weeks and you record every week, which I would have loved to do, but I didn't have the book at the time, so I kind of got it too late to actually fill in the majority of it. Whereas this one I think is more about your actual baby as opposed to the pregnancy, so that was all the pregnancy part, and then you get your chosen name part, which obviously isn't filled in yet. Oh, there is this actually. This is like your birth. So you've got your little ultrasound scan that you put in there. You've got your birth plan, your midwife, your hospital. Your arrival is a 2-page spread, and it's got all the times. It's got all the times. So say you're like felt first contraction, got to hospital, I don't know what else happens, had epidural, gave birth, water broke, those type of things. Obviously not in that order. I know that your water doesn't break after giving birth. I like the setup of it and the way it is like interactive, but it's not too complicated. So I'm definitely going to be filling this out, and it'll just be such a nice thing to give to your child when they're like 16 or 18 and be like, here, this is what happened when I was pregnant with you and when you were born. Yeah, I really like that. So this isn't really a product, but it's something that I've been doing, and I don't know if this is like something that loads of people do, but it's something that I just really like the idea of. I think I seen it on Pinterest or something, and I just kind of wanted to share it because I thought it was a good idea, and if you are expecting, it would be a nice thing for you to do potentially as well. I went to HomeSense, and in HomeSense there is a section with gorgeous boxes, and I found this box here which I absolutely love, and inside it I have put all of our baby scans, my pregnancy test, cards from my baby shower, a little thing from our pregnancy announcement that we posted on Instagram, like all those things. The inside, this bit of the box is so satisfying, but just all the little things that during pregnancy, and even like her little first shoes and stuff like that, I'm going to put in this box, and it's going to just be a keepsake box. And I love that it's so funky in pattern, and it's quite big, so I'll be able to fit loads in it. I'll probably do this for like a good few years of like little things that we want to keep. But yeah, I just thought that was a really good idea. If anybody's wanting ideas of keeping stuff, you could always just put it in a really nice box and save it forever. So this is the bump. Just now I've got like joggers on just because I'm more about comfort now than fashion. From the sides. So I'm pretty certain that that's all I wanted to say in this video, and I've covered everything that I wanted to cover. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and please feel free to like and subscribe. Comment below what you would like to see on my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!